Very good morning to you. I really feel happy, pleasure to welcome you for this English session of today. Hope you are doing fine, staying at home safely, and pray that we must get back to our schools very soon, right? And we have to continue our education in the classroom situation. That will be more effective than this online classes, I am very sure. Say previously we have taken some classes through online for 11th standard and for 12th also. And after that reopening of the school, we asked the students how many of you have watched the videos, online classes, and very few children, that is nearly 5 or 10 children, just put the hands up saying that I have watched. That too, not all, here and there, some. But the remaining, few of them said, we have no time. We did not touch at all, right? Just watch it and get to know things. And once one teacher was teaching in a class. And the teacher was very, with the devotion, she taught the students. But all the students' attention was not in that class. They were all just looking out through the window and enjoying something. The teacher just waited for some time and she got irritated by seeing the activities of the students. She got, everyone is looking through the window. She got angry and just she went out and looked out. She saw a small boy dressed very raggedly, shabbily looking boy. And she asked the child, why do you sit here? Why do you sit here and trouble my class? My children are all not listening to my class. You just run away from here. Or I will just inform the management or the principal about it, the headmaster about it. The child was crying like anything. And he said, so I did not disturb anyone. I was just sitting outside and listening to your teaching. I was listening what you are teaching. I did not disturb anyone. Then the teacher said, see, if that is the case, you do one thing. Go home and tell your parents to admit you in the school so that you can have your education in the school like other children. Why do you sit outside and disturb my class? The boy again cried and said, Madam, I have no money to pay for that school fees. That is why my parents are not ready to send me to the school. That is why I am here. I wanted to learn something. I wish to get to know things from you, from the school. The teacher really felt pity towards the boy and told that child to come to school from the next day onwards, and the fees can be paid by her, she said. And the child was extremely happy. The next, she provided him with some dress and all the stationeries that is needed for him to come to the school. The teacher has helped the child. And the next day he came to school. And just before coming to the school, the teacher just one day asked the child some questions from the portion she taught on that particular day while the child is waiting outside and listening to the class. From there, she asked certain questions. And the child answered all the questions very correctly with curiosity, interest. And the teacher was very happy and she provided all the writing materials, dress, and asked him to come to school. And he came to school, learned. After completing his school education, some voluntary organizations, some people who have some kind heart towards the child helped them, and he had his higher education and he became a very great historian, Ludo Mondam. Right, a very great historian in future. See, if the child is not provided with that opportunity, can he reach this Everest in his life? No. Right. So, the importance of that education I am telling, that will surely, whether now the opportunities are very less for you. You are not getting that classroom situation to get more and more things from the teachers, from your classmates, all these things. Yet, you must have the curiosity, interest to learn things from the situation in which you are available. Okay, children? Hope you will listen to it, right? And get to know things by reading, right? The second paragraph, first paragraph we have completed, now we will proceed to the second paragraph. Defeat we repel, courage our fort. Clinging from others we haven't done. To seek a gain we adore none. We are proud and feel so tall. So here the author says why he feels proud to stand tall. Why he feels proud even though he has not reached Mount Everest. Though his achievement is very small, a little, compared to that achievement like that of Everest, he feels proud. The reason is, defeat we repel. Repel, hate. In physics, you might have learnt about magnetism. Like poles repel, unlike poles attract. Defeat we repel. We hate defeat. Courage our fort. We have taken courage as our fort to protect us. Even though we have some difficulties, hardships, troubles, tribulations, unwanted things that are happening in our life, we have courage as our fort. So since that courage is there, nobody else can come and attack us, trouble us, that because courage is our fort. Clinging from others we haven't done. We have a very humble behavior. We are very humble, very simple. There is a saying, simple and humble is the temple of God. We are clinging from others. We are very humble and we have not done any harm to others as per our conscience. To seek a gain, we adore none. To get some benefits from others, we have not worshipped anybody. We have not praised anyone to achieve our things. We have not given any bribe to anybody to get our things being done. That is why we are feeling proud to stand tall. Clinging from others we haven't done. To seek a gain, to get something achieved in our life, to get a benefit in our life, we adore none. We worship nobody. We did not fall on anybody's feet. We did not ask favor from somebody to get something done in our life. To seek a gain, to get a favor, we adore none. We did not worship anyone. We did not become a prey to somebody else. We are proud and feel so tall. Right? That is why we feel proud and tall. We deem it our duty and mission in life to bless and praise the deserving ones. Never shall we fail in what we commit, shall nourish the ones that nourish the world. We deem it our duty and mission in life to bless and praise the deserving one. We have taken it as a decision, we have taken it as our duty, we have taken it as our mission in life to bless and praise the people who really deserves our blessing and praises. So we really feel proud to bless the people who actually deserves blessing, who praise the people who actually deserves praise. We have taken this quality as our mission in life it is our duty in our life. Never shall we fail in our commitment. When we proceeded in our work, when we carry on with our work, when we commit something in our life, we shall never fail if you have this type of attitude. If you have an attitude to praise the deserving people, if you have taken it as our duty and mission in life to praise the deserving people, and you will never fail in your attempt. Even though some pitfalls comes here and there, you must have the courtesy, courage to say that I have just a slip in my life, not a fall. Just like Abraham Lincoln, you will be saying, it is just a slip. That failures will come to us very often to teach you more and more lessons in our life, right? Nobody can say that I have lived all this life in this, I have reached this stage without facing any failure in life. Can anyone tell me that we are here without facing any failure in our life? We have come to that 11th standard. How many of you could say? No. Life is not a bed of roses. It is a bed of thorns also. Pitfalls will be there. Ups and downs are there. It is not a smooth road. But whenever we come across certain failures in our life, at that time, you may sometimes feel very sad, very unhappy. You may even think that how can I live in this world after meeting this failure in my life. But later in your life, if you recall that incident, you will understand very well that that particular incident that particular failure must have taught you a lot of lessons to rectify yourself in the future life, to face the future very boldly. Right, children? So, you should never get frightened of failures. So, we are really proud to stand so tall because we did not worship anyone. We just appreciated and admired the people who deserve the admiration and praises. Next paragraph. We deem it our duty and mission in life to bless and praise the deserving ones. Never shall we fail in what we commit, shall nourish the ones that nourishes the world. So, we nourish the ones that nourishes the world. People who helped us directly or indirectly for the growth and development of us. Some people who lived in the past, maybe our parents, our grandparents, our neighbors, the important people of our society, or people like the great scientists that we have come across, the sports people, and the people like Kailash Satyarthi and Dr. Shanta, who has contributed something to the world. Right? We always nourish the ones that nourish the world. So we help the people who really helped us for reaching this society. If you take the lifestyle of the people of 50 years back and the lifestyle of the present world, present society of us, there's a hell of changes. There's a hell of change. Right? Who has done it? What is the reason behind it? The selfless sacrifice of thousands of people who without any personal interest, they have sacrificed their life for the betterment of the society. That is why we are enjoying this freedom now. Right? So, we must help the people who have helped in our growth and development. Shall nourish the ones that nourish the world. The next paragraph. We are proud of the position we hold, humble as we are. Our pride springs from the way we live. Ours is the path of dignity and honor, a life that knows no kneeling and bending. We are proud and feel so tall. This is a very important thing for every children, each and every child to hold on. Just follow in your life as you go ahead in your life, right? We are proud of the position we hold. Always you must be proud to say that I hold this position. At present, you must be very proud to say that I am a 11th standard student. But you must be proud to say that I am the best student. I am a best student. As far as a student is concerned, what all the good qualities that a student needs, I have it. So you must feel proud to say that I am a student. Best son to or daughter to your parents. Best brother or sister to your brothers and sisters. Best person to your neighbors. And you are a best student to your teachers. Right? Whatever may be the position you hold, don't feel shy about it. Some of us have a tendency. See, when your parents are asked to come for the PTM in our schools, most probably when we ask, half of the students may come, half may not be coming. And when we ask the reason for it, they used to say, see, my son just asked me not to come to the school. So that is why I did not come. He has asked me strict order that I should not go to the school. That is why I did not come. The reason behind this, maybe that parent is not educated. The child feels shy to say that is his parent, maybe. Right. You must feel proud to say that this is my father. You must feel proud to say that this is my mother. Whatever may be the position in which they are. Right? Recently I could tell you a small incident that happens in one of our schools. Around nearly 50 years back or 25 years back, there was a school that this incident happens in Kanyakumari district. There was a school. And in that school, one particular child is studying in 12th standard. And this particular child is a son of a widow, very poor lady. She lost her husband. She has nobody else except this boy. So she sacrificed her whole life for the well-being of this, her only son. You know what is the income that she has in her life to bring up the child? This child looks like a child of a great landlord, a very rich person. The body, physical structure, his dress, his way of talking, his way of walking, the materials that he uses, his belt, shoes, socks, the pen that he holds in his hand, very costly things. So by seeing his outward appearance, everybody will think that he is the son of a bank manager or a doctor or a great engineer or a very rich person. That nobility he has. But the poor mother's income is, she used to go to one house to other in the morning to clean the vessels, sweep the houses. That is helping some other people in doing these household duties. And she gets a meager income out of that. With that, she helps the child to study and provide him with all the things that is needed in his life, and most of the days she will be starving to death. And she brought up her son. She feels very happy when she saw the child going to school with a bag, majestically like other children. But how she is sacrificing her life, she alone knows. So days went on like this. One day, it was raining very heavily. At about 4 o'clock she got up and went to the one or two houses to do the household works of them, and maybe she might have cleaned the vessels, sweeping the home, cleaning the home, and all these things, washing the clothes of that people, she might have done. And after that she came home to cook food for her son to go to school. Since it was raining heavily, the firewood got wet and it is very difficult for her to make that fire to cook the food, and it becomes a little late. Around 9 o'clock, when it is time for him to go to school, he came and asked, "Mother, it's time for me to go to school." But the poor mother was struggling hard to cook the food since the firewood is not cooperating. So she said, "My son, wait for 2 more minutes. I will just give you the food now. Just wait for 5 minutes." The child got very angry towards the mother. "You don't know to cook the food in time. It is late for me. It is late. The teachers may scold me. They may not admit me in the school." All this reason she say, that boy shouting at that mother like anything, and he left the home without taking the food. So, what do you think that attitude of the mother will be? She was very sad that her son did not take the food. She was thinking what to do. The food is ready around 9:15. Before 9:15 itself it is ready, but the child is not taken it. So what to do? She did not know what to do. She thought for a long time, and she came to a conclusion that today anyway I must go to the school and give the food to the child. So she took food in a tiffin box, and since it is raining very heavily, there is no umbrella in her house. She has a beautiful umbrella that the child took. She don't have any other things. See, there is an olden days, there is an umbrella like thing, a cap like thing with that long this thing, which is made of some leaves of the trees, right? And she took that umbrella and kept it on her head, and took the food in her hand, and she walks towards the school. As she went near the staircase of her class, that is, he has to go to the first floor. There is a staircase, by the side of which a gentleman is standing. It is the headmaster of the school. That headmaster asked, "What do you want? You have come at this time?" And this lady said, "See, I have brought food for my son. Morning it was a little late. I couldn't cook it in time, so I have brought it." And the headmaster warmly welcomed her, and just he asked, "Which child you want to give the food?" And that particular child name is pronounced by the mother, and this headmaster knows very well that particular child, because he handles maths subject in that class. So he was very sure about that child, and he said his class is that in the first floor, that end class. You go and give it. Slowly this mother just climbed the steps up and reaches the classroom. When she reaches the classroom, that son, he saw her. He ran towards her, got the food in his hand. "Who asked you to bring food here? You should not come to this school, you know. Who told you to come to school? Why do you bring the food to me? One day if I sit there without eating, what will happen to me? Nothing will happen. See, if they see you here, they will scold me only, not you. So run away from here." So saying, he chased that girl, that mother, from the school. The mother came down. She is very well satisfied that she has given food to her son. Came down. The same headmaster is standing by the side of the staircase, since it is the interval time, that is lunch break. And he asked her, "Have you given the food?" She said, "Yes sir, I gave." And with a contented heart, she left the school. Right? In the afternoon session, the first period is maths class. So the maths is taught by this particular teacher, that is the headmaster. Afternoon first period, the class bell rang, the headmaster is rushing towards that classroom. The boy is there, eaten well. very well satisfied and he is listening to the class. The teacher, that is the headmaster, took one sum and he worked it out on the board. After working it out, he asked the students to write it down in their notebooks. It is done by the students. As the children were copying that lessons, the teacher came around the class. Just came around to see how they are writing. As he came near this particular child, this particular boy, that mother's son, he asked, see, today during the lunch break, one person has come to see you. At once he got up and said, yes sir, that is the servant of my home. Just listen to the word, that is the servant of my home. The headmaster did not say anything. He said, just make him to sit there. What is your attitude? You must be proud to say that this is my father or mother. You must be proud of your position in which you are. Maybe the son of a rich family, maybe the son of a poor family, educated family or uneducated family, whatever it is. You must feel proud to say that I am the son or daughter of so and so. You should never feel shy about it, right? That is what is said. We are proud of the position we hold, humble as we are. Sometimes the position that we are holding is maybe as a doctor here, or a teacher, or an engineer, or a bank manager, or we ourselves is running a factory, or sometimes we may be a scavenger, a sweeper, a person like the mother that I told, doing some household duties, whatever it is. You must feel proud of your duty. You must feel proud of the position that you hold in this world, whether it is of high in order or lower in order. Whatever it is, each work in this world has its own nobility. It has its own value, goodness. Right? If the street is not cleaned, can you just walk through it? If there is some dead animals or some insects is there, if it is not removed by the scavenger, do you have a safe life in this world? So, a scavenger's life is also a noble one. The scavenger must also feel proud to say that I am a scavenger. Because without the scavenger, the life cycle will not go on smoothly in this world. Hope you understand, students. Right. So, whatever may be the position that we hold, we must feel proud of that. Our pride springs from the way we live. Proud, plural is pride, right? Our pride springs out from the way we live. Honesty, sincerity, love, devotion, all these things brings pride to us. We must feel proud by having a meaningful life. By seeing our way of life, the people must appreciate us. They will say good things about us. So we really feel proud. The pride comes from the way we live. We need not go for asking good things from others. By observing our good activities, people will give a certificate that, oh, he is good, he is good. There only that pride lies. Ours is a path of dignity and honor. We are walking through the path of dignity and honor. Always with a dignified, through the way of dignity and honor, we are walking through. Right. A life that knows no kneeling and bending. We are proud and feel so tall. So since we follow the way of dignity and honor, when we follow the true path, correct path, there is no need for us to kneel before somebody or to bend before somebody. When we need to bend or kneel before someone, when you indulge in some activity which is dishonorable and undignified ones. So, since I am following the path of dignity, since I am following the path with honor, there is no need for me to kneel before somebody or to bend before somebody. When we want to do something through the back door, right, some corruptions, some evils, some unwanted entry through the back door, we have to kneel or bend before somebody. Since I am following the path of righteousness, dignity, honor, sincerity, with love, devotion, there is no need for me to kneel and bend before somebody. We are proud and feel so tall. Understand, children? Once more I am reading. We are proud of the position we hold, humble as we are. Our pride springs from the way we live. Ours is a path of dignity and honor, a life that knows no kneeling and bending. We are proud and feel so tall. Right? Go through this poem till what we have finished and appreciate the poem, understand the meaning of it, the good values that the poem teaches us, and follow it in our life. Okay, students? Right. Now, the remaining paragraphs we will take in the next class, and till then, bye to you. Right.